This is the first time I'm trying Fanatec, and this bundle is insanely good if you want to get into sim drifting. I'm going to be setting it all up and showing you how and what makes this setup great for drifting. I'll also be drifting and showing you what settings I use to start drifting so you can start drifting too. Look how big this is. This is heavy duty stuff. I can't believe how light this thing is. Yo, I'm already impressed by these. And then you can't forget about the clutch. Dude, how nice is this box, yo? I don't know why it smells so good. So I just finished installing my handbrake, and I don't think my stand is made for this handbrake, but I made it work. So there's the platform for the handbrake, and it only has space to put bolts on this side, but there's no space for the front. So whenever I pull, there's nothing like kind of like resisting there, and the force on this, like the amount of force I have to put to pull it back, it feels like I'm gonna rip it off. So I'm gonna have to like soften the, like how much force I need to apply. What I have to do is kind of like unscrew this, and it'll make it a little bit softer. All right, loosened it. It's still a little tight, but it's a little bit better. This is how it is right now. I'm using the included spacer, which shortens the travel on the handbrake. So now all that's left to do is placing the wheel on the wheelbase. The whole rig is set up and ready to drift. Right off the bat, the force feedback on this wheel is really impressive. This wheelbase is 5 Newton meters, which is just like my Moza R5, and I'm not using it to 100%, and the feedback is super nice. It has way more than enough strength, and if you want more force in this, you can get the upgraded power supply and get up to 8 Newton meters. Nice, dude. The wheel in this bundle really surprised me, and it's a lot lighter than I expected. Since the wheel is so light, it allows a lot more of that force feedback to come through into your hands. So you can feel small bumps on the road and changes in your car a lot easier. And it's also 300 millimeters, which is a really nice size for realistic driving. I don't really think I've seen a bundle that comes with a big wheel like that. It felt really natural to start drifting with this wheel since the wheel is fully round and a really comfortable size. Even though I just started drifting with it, I didn't really need any time to get used to it. There was only one thing that was throwing me off a little bit in the beginning, which was how grippy it is. I'm very used to slippery wheels. I don't know why the wheel's like sticking to my hands. The only thing I'm trying to get used to right now is the wheel being very grippy. I know some people like a lot of grip on their wheel. I'm really used to having a slippery wheel and having it slide through my hand. So this is a little bit new for me. And wow, the pedals on this Fanatec bundle are really nice. The clutch and the gas could be a little bit stiffer, but what I really appreciate is that they included a dampener on the brake pedal. I didn't have to mod this thing or buy extra pieces to make it a little bit stiffer. It just came with it. And that feels so nice that it's already ready to go without me having to do anything to it. Having a stiffer brake pedal is really important when you're drifting. When drifting, you do a lot of left foot braking and you want to be precise with your inputs. And the dampener allows that. But we need to talk about this handbrake. Dude, this handbrake is on another level of pro. Jeez, it's so heavy duty and so nice. Just how I was talking about the dampener and the brake pedal, this handbrake has something like that, but it's load cell, which makes it pretty stiff, but you can be super precise with your inputs. Load cell measures the amount of force that you're inputting, which makes them naturally stiffer. But over time, you can build up muscle memory with this and be even more precise. But more precision isn't the only thing this handbrake gives. It also has full adjustability. I was able to adjust the position, the angle on the handle, how much travel I wanted it to have, and even how much force I needed to pull the handbrake. In my case, since I'm using a stand as my rig, I made the travel shorter so I wouldn't have to pull it as far, and also lowered the amount of force I needed to pull it. This makes it feel nice and safe with my rig. But overall, I've been enjoying this new Fanatec setup a lot. It feels very comfortable to start sim drifting since the wheel and the brake pedal are already upgraded. I don't need to do anything to it. I do want to try the 8 Newton meter power supply on this wheelbase next and see how much of a power boost it gives. Dude, I've been drifting for the past few hours non-stop, and this wheel is top tier. I've enjoyed it so much. These are the settings I ended up using for my Fanatec wheel. The one that made the most difference was this one, the lower speed force feedback reduction, because it was really stiff whenever I came out of pits. So just putting that at strength 1%, it made a huge difference. And I also did these settings for the Fanatec hub. I got all these from So Crispy on YouTube. If you also want to check it out, make sure to click the link in the description and subscribe for more videos. It really helps me out a lot. See you guys.